So, lads, the Fever are down to 6 real players. They have got 8 players right now. They've got 8 players in their roster. And when I say 6 real players, I mean that because, let's be completely honest here. There are players on this team that are just not going to be they're not going to get burned. They're not going to get burned in a game. Like, Michaela Timpson has seen the floor for 30 seconds since the first game. She might end up playing more in some of the other games. She legit might end up playing more for the sole reason that they might be down 30 in the next couple of games. Like, they're playing the Mystics. They might be down 30 with no point guards. And you've got Dewana Bonner, scoring wing. You've got Bree Turner, defensive center. You got Dantas, who's playing like a defensive center this year. You've got Aaliyah Boston, center. Natasha Howard, ball hog. Kelsey Mitchell, guard. There is one person who has any real ability to handle the ball in the team. It is just a crazy situation. The Fever, they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed. They got 6 players. They have got 6 players. Because let's be real, Bree Turner is not really a basketball player at the minute. Like, I'm sorry, a mediocre defender, yes. I'll give Bree Turner that. She is absolutely a mediocre defender. But she is one of the worst offensive players I've seen. And again, I thought Bree Turner was coming in a minimum. When I found she was making the same amount of money as Temi, I nearly lost it. Like, this is a team. This is genuinely a team they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing. Like, they legitimately have they have a bad coach. They have a bad system. And sorry, I'm not even going to say a bad coach. They have a bad coach for the personnel. Because I'm not going to say Stephanie White's a bad coach. Stephanie White did too good a job at Connecticut to say she's a bad coach. They have a bad coach for their personnel. They have 1 star in Aaliyah Boston. They have their second best player is Lexi Hull. Like, who would have ever guessed coming into the season the second best player at any stage for the Fever was going to be Lexi Hull? And like, I mean, I'm shocked at how good Lexi Hull is. I'm shocked. I didn't think she was going to play this well. I thought she sucked and unrivaled. I thought she was a Caitlin Clark merchant, but she's out here shooting dirk fades. The only problem with Lexi Hull is that she's not shooting enough threes. Like, Lexi Hull needs to be shooting 5 threes a game. She gets open in the corner non-stop. She gets open non-stop in the corner. But again, averaging 12 points per game as a starter, 10.2 on the season. If she does this for the season, you're looking at probably in the conversation for most improved player, if we're being honest. But the team needs so much, and they can only get as far as I'm aware. I think on hardships, they literally, like, the hardship rule is so weird. But because they only started the season with 11 players, people are like, oh, they need to have 10 active players. Because they started the season with only 11, I think that the hardship rule, like the 7 or the temporary contract, it has an effect on that. Because it's, I need to find what the hardship rule is. So this is from Her Hoop Stats, from herhoopstats.com, about the salary cap. And I want to just see if I can find hardship. Something on hardship, because there is a hard cap as well. So we're looking at hardship contracts. So the only way a team can go is if a hardship or emergency hardship contracts. What counts team salary, signed from hardship exception. Okay, what is the hardship exception? That is what it means. What are hardship and emergency hardship? Teams can become eligible to sign players if they qualify for either hardship exception or emergency hardship exception. The basic hardship exception is for teams with 2 players who are out because of injury, illness, or other reasons. Both players must be able to play for at least 3 weeks from the time team requests an exception. I don't think Sophie Cunningham's going to be out for 2 weeks. 3 weeks. It did not look like a bad role. It did not look like a bad roll. I'm going to be honest. It did not look like a bad roll. I don't think she's going to be out for more than 3 weeks. I don't know about Coulson either. Caitlin Clark isn't. Both players must be unable to play for at least 3 weeks from time of exception. Whether or not injured player is unable to play for 3 weeks is determined by a physician designated by the league. If additional players are expected to be out for extended period of time, the team may start the process again to request an additional exception. Crucially, the second injured player must miss at least 2 consecutive games where the team can ask the league for an exception. Therefore, no team can sign a player to a replacement contract under basic hardship exception for opening night. An emergency hardship contract is allowed at the discretion of the league when a team has fewer than 10 available players in the roster. This can result from injury or illness, like a regular hardship exception, but players who are away from the team for other reasons count as well. If granted the exception, the team can sign as many players to replacement contracts as needed to reach 10 available players. As the original players return to play, the team must terminate those replacement contracts to remain at 10 until 10 non-replaceable players are available. So, basically, they have to apply. And they're going to get it. They're going to get one. But they're going to have to, as soon as these players come back, like if Sophie Cunningham is out for a week, as soon as Sophie Cunningham is back, the player's gone. So it's hard to find these like temporary players that are any good. And the Fever are down to 8 players, and they have to find one by Tuesday. It's Saturday. And you would assume they're going to call up Jaylen Brown. It's the furthest thing this team needs. This team does not need a non-shooter. A non-shooter, bad offensive player. They don't need Jaylen Brown. They're going to probably go and bring in Jaylen Brown and Bree Hall. Serena Sundell's not the answer. If I'm them, Grace Berger is the first option, as I've said. Or Celeste Taylor. Ironically, like, Celeste Taylor could come back to the Fever. But, like, the fact that they kept Victoria Saxon for Celeste Taylor is crazy. But, like, what does this team need? The team needs a point guard. There's no any good point guards. Any good point guard is either in Europe, waiting for Eurobasket, or, like, not good enough. Or on a team already. Like, the team needs a point guard. And you're not going to find one. Like, the team needs a point guard. The team needs midi specialists. Maybe you can find some of them. But, like, I'm trying to think, are there any players? Like, people are saying Deja Kelly. Deja Kelly's one of the worst decisions. Deja Kelly is just Kelsey Mitchell, except worse. Imagine adding a worse Kelsey Mitchell to your team. Like, the team, they genuinely are screwed. Like, I'm looking through this. They've only got eight healthy players. The problem is they don't play 2 of them. 2 of them are barely basketball players, Michaela Timpson and Bree Turner. The problem is that people are like, oh, what free agents are going to want to go there if they cut a well-respected player like Bree Turner? I'm sorry, Bree Turner is not a basketball player. She's there for vibes. Like, at this stage, just cut her. Just cut her. Just cut her. Like, that's all I got to say. Just cut her. Like, you can cut her. You can use the money to try bring someone in. Or you can try to trade her. You can do something. There are players that you can figure out a way of working around. Like, you can go and trade her with a second. Like, by the way, the Valkyries need a little bit of size and need that defensive versatility, maybe. Once Tiffany Hayes is back, Julie Van Loo doesn't play. A second and Bree Turner for Julie Van Loo? Who says no? The Fever do, because the Fever aren't going to freaking do anything. You just know they're not. Anyway, I'll see you guys.